Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling, well, a massive question, one humans have asked forever, but with a totally new angle. What if aging? What if it isn't actually inevitable? What if it's more like a problem we can, solve? We're doing a deep dive into the source. Immortality is here. Our goal to sift through everything and pull out the key science, the history, the philosophy, the ideas shaping this really new way of thinking. We want to give you a shortcut to understanding what's happening right at the cutting edge of radical longevity. So let's get into it.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? How much our basic ideas about aging and even death have changed. I mean, for centuries, death was just the end, fixed, part of some cosmic balance, the old 70 and 10 idea. That was kind of the expectation.
Right. And that historical view really highlights how radical this current shift is. The source points out that now in the 21st century, aging isn't just getting old. That's not the frame anymore. It's being looked at more like a disease process.
Yes.
Something with symptoms, causes, and maybe even cures. The source really goes for it, calling this the death of death. So when we talk about aging as a disease process, how does something like geroscience change things? What is that field really doing differently?
Geroscience, yeah, it's truly revolutionary. It flips the script. Instead of waiting for, say, heart disease or cancer to show up late in life and then treating that specific illness,
Right.
geroscience aims to understand and target the fundamental biological processes of aging itself. The core idea is, look, if you can slow down aging or maybe stop it or even reverse some aspects, you could potentially prevent many of those age-related diseases from happening in the first place. It's proactive, not just reactive.
That really does sound like a complete shift. So, okay, if aging isn't just about the number of candles on your cake, how do scientists actually measure this other kind of age? The biological one.
Right, that's the key distinction. Chronological age, that's just the calendar. Easy math. Biological age, though, that measures your body's actual condition, the wear and tear at a cellular level. And here's the amazing part the source highlights. Biological age isn't fixed. It seems to be modifiable.
Modifiable? How do they even measure that?
Well, one of the big breakthroughs is the epigenetic clock. It sounds futuristic, but it's real. These clocks analyze patterns on your DNA, specifically DNA methylation. These are like little chemical tags that change over time with age, with lifestyle. And these clocks can predict your biological age, often with pretty startling accuracy, sometimes within just a few years. It's not sci-fi. The source mentions you can get a kit for like $299 today. And it responds to changes diet, exercise, maybe even future therapies. It can actually be, well, turned back.
Turning back the clock. Literally. That's kind of mind-bending. Which brings us to this idea of longevity escape velocity. What does that mean exactly? And what makes it seem possible now? Are there specific therapies?
Longevity escape velocity.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fascinating concept. The basic idea is if medical advances keep improving faster than you're aging,
Yeah.
you could potentially extend your healthy lifespan indefinitely. Imagine reaching, say, 80, and then new treatments roll back your biological age by maybe 5 years. Then more advances come. You see the pattern.
So science keeps giving you more time than time takes away, essentially.
Kinda, yeah. And we're seeing progress towards things that could enable this, like senolytics. These are drugs designed to clear out senescent cells. People sometimes call them zombie cells. They hang around, they don't die when they should, and they secrete stuff that contributes to aging and disease.
Okay, zombie cell cleanup. What else?
And then there's epigenetic reprogramming. This is even more fundamental. Scientists are using what are called Yamanaka factors, specific proteins, and they've already managed to effectively reverse biological age in mice. That's a huge proof of concept.
And you mentioned tech, like AI playing a role.
Oh, absolutely. AI is a massive accelerator here. It's helping researchers discover new drugs, identify targets in the body, design treatments at a speed we just couldn't manage before. It's transforming the whole process, pushing us towards medicine that's much more personalized, maybe even predictive.
It's wild to think how long humans have dreamed of this, though. The source mentions ancient myths, like the Epic of Gilgamesh. Isn't that the oldest story we have? And it's about searching for immortality, right?
Oh.
Youth gets stolen by a snake or something.
Exactly. The desire, the dream, it's ancient. Gilgamesh, alchemy, fountains of youth. Humanity has always chased this. But the tools are what's radically different now. We've swapped, mystical potions for genetic reprogramming, maybe nanorobots someday, digital consciousness. It's underpinned by AI, by real biological understanding. As the source puts it, the metaphor has changed from alchemy to algorithms. The quest is the same, but the approach is scientific.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for everyone listening? For you, you're living right now at this, well, potentially pivotal moment in history. It sounds dramatic, but the source puts it starkly. You might be part of the last generation to die young, or the first to live indefinitely. That's quite a thought.
It really is. It's a profound idea to wrestle with. What does that possibility mean for how you live your life now? It certainly encourages you to stay curious, doesn't it? Because this field, this journey to redefine aging, it feels like it's really just getting started.